had a guy write into me the other day and he tells me that he's dating this woman and she uses the first date as if it's a job interview. She's 34 years old and all she's talking about on the first date is how she wants to get married right away, she wants kids right away. He felt so awkward and it made him feel uncomfortable and it made him feel a lot of pressure. Rightfully so. Once women hit their 30s, they date differently. They don't date and try to get to know the person. They date and they rush the person. They focus more on their priorities in terms of their biological clock, etc. But you have to get to know the person. You try to see if you connect. This makes me actually understand why men want to date younger, because if women are right from the get-go on first dates saying, hey, listen, we need to have babies right away and we need to get married right away, to a literal stranger, that would make me think that person's crazy. Our biological clock, it's not men's responsibility. That's our own responsibility. And that's why a lot more women need to realize that they need to date with more intention in their 20s, because it's a real thing. We have a biological clock, and then when you get to your 30s, you don't want to be out there desperately dating, trying to rush men into marrying you and having kids, because that's just not fair for men at the end of the day, right? And also, you need to really know someone before you commit to them and get married and have kids. So this isn't the first time that I've heard this from men. This happens to men quite often, and I think women need to just chill out. Just because it's your priority now, because your time is running up, it's unfair to bring that baggage onto a guy that you don't even know, right? And it's a little bit different if it's a conversation that comes up. But what I find from these women is that they're bringing it up and they're kind of trying to test the waters and kind of rush the guy. That woman even told him, well, you know what? People are getting married after knowing each other for only a month. And I was like, what? People are getting married after knowing each other for a month? That's more of an exception. That's not the rule. Dating with intention doesn't mean bringing up marriage and kids on the first date. I think that would scare any guy off, and rightfully so, because that is just crazy behavior. Get to know the guy, see if it flows. You both should mutually be on the same page. The first date should be more casual, trying to get to know the person. It's a red flag if a woman brings those things up on a first date. If she's over 30, then she cares more about the marriage and the kids and not the actual guy. And that's just a complete red flag. And I think men should avoid women like that at all costs.